always you and me. Thus we can say that as an electron moves away from the nucleus, the energy decreases depending upon the principal quantum number. I guess that's enough for today. We will meet next week now, so I want you all to complete your atomic structure exercises from the class worksheet. Till the sayonara, said Mr. Sharma, our chemistry professor. I was in my 11th grade and preparing to get into IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, the most prestigious engineering institutes in India. I began to put my books in my bag as new best buddies said. So let's go and have a game of FIFA 2011. It will be fun, man. This time I will surely beat you in the finals. I was least interested. I wanted to quickly get out of my coaching class and rush back to my city. No, yaar, I am sorry. I have some work with my mom. Tomorrow we will go for sure. I was so used to speak lies to my friends and family after being in a relationship for 2 years now. Everyone seemed to have believed me every time I threw a lie towards them. I rushed for a train and reached my city within 30 minutes. I had to rush towards the skywalk. Yes. It was mine and Priya's meeting place after school life. It was the place where we used to stand talking for hours, hug each other, and if we could get a lonely space we would often kiss. Priya had a very wild side of hers. She could never control her passionate urges. We were asked to leave from a couple of public places before as we were caught kissing. I always thought it was our pure love. Finally I arrived at the skywalk. Priya was standing there in a purple shirt and black jeans. She was busy with her phone. Her curly hairs danced around the monsoon breeze as her spectacles were shining due to the excessive brightness of her phone. I went near her and held her hand as I usually used to do. She didn't even notice me. She was busy with her phone. Maybe she was having a jolly chat with any of her friends was what I thought. Hey baby, I am here, I said with lots of enthusiasm, but all of it landed like a punctured parachute when she just looked at me and went again into her phony business by leaving my hand quickly. This wasn't what Priya would do often. What's wrong, Shani? I asked her. We both used to call each other Shana and Shani. You are late by an hour. How much more are you going to take me for granted? I need DVD inside a shelf that you can watch me anytime you want and throw me away when you don't need me. Her small and cute face was red with anger. Her little nose looked like a cherry dot, but I had to be serious now. She seemed very upset. I am sorry, baby. Really. My train arrived 15 minutes late and my chemistry lecture too went on for 20 minutes more. I was really going to be on time. As I completed my sentence, she gave me a look as if I was any person made up of slime standing next to her. This was a new Priya for me. She just started walking away from me. I tried doing whatever I could. "You will come back to me right now if you love me," the last words I told her. But she didn't care. Her anger and ego had climbed too high than her love and care for me. I couldn't sleep that night. I tried texting her but she continuously ignored me. I couldn't call her since her mom used to have a watch on her always. Weeks passed this way. We used to meet in our high school. Yes, we were together in high school as we were the first two toppers of a school in 10th grade. She was first and I was second. I truly followed the quote, "Ladies first," is what I used to tell my friends. The things between me and Priya were falling apart terribly. She used to ignore me, and whenever we used to talk it was about her new friend Sanjay. He was a guy with no aims in life. He had multiple girlfriends every time. His girlfriends list was bigger than his mark sheets. But I don't know why she adored him so much. He was the last person I ever wanted her to be with. The weeks were now months. We finally broke up. She told me she now wanted to live a happy single life since she was feeling too much responsible. From past 2 years, I tried hard to stop her from ending the best phase of my life. But women are many times stronger than the United States Army. I was totally not in touch with her for weeks. Suddenly one day I received a text message from Vinita, Priya's best friend. Priyan 888. Get BCK to her. Maybe our K-up stuff has broken her. I texted her back. Okay F9. I'll TLK to her in school 2 MRW. THNX for info. That night too was one of my sleepless nights I spent for her. Next morning I went to school and checked for her in her classroom. She was sitting alone. There were dark circles below her eyes. Her little eyes were moist. She was wiping her tears by putting her fingers through her spectacles. I straight away went towards her and sat beside her. "Are you fine, Priya?" This was first time in 2 years that I called her Priya. She looked at me and went directly into my arms. "I am very sorry, Shona. I was very wrong. I love you and only you," she said in a very slow voice. I was wiping her tears as I said, "Shoni, you are my life. I love you the most." My life was back on its right and best track since then. We were happiest couple together. I bunked most of my 11th grade lectures and so did she, as we went to movies and used to hang out all around the city. We lived in only one world of ours, which was fondly called by Priya as Prinaj, which had Priyas, Priya and Anuj's, Nuj. Life was something like a fairy tale. Love stories often don't have happiness, and so was mine. After more than 6 months, troubles started taking place between me and Priya again. We broke up after a few weeks once again. This time I had made my mind to end up everything. I no more wanted to be with her. She troubled me more now than she loved me. I messaged her. Hey, I want you to delete all my pics for me as your phone. I'm no more yours. She quickly repeated. Fine. I've deleted you for meters my life. Phone is no big deal. I threw my phone into the pile of my books as I read her reply. In a few minutes I got another message from her. Anuj, I wanna tell you something very serious. I replied. Fine. Tell. 8 months ago I crossed a line which I shouldn't have crossed. I was bewildered. I replied, what are you tlking? Be clear. Her next reply just ended my heartbeats for some time. I cheated on you. I slept with Sanjay once. VHD in affair for a month. My hands were trembling as I typed. Are you serious? Why did you do so? She replied, I dunno. I licked him and I loved you. IWNTDUBTH. My next reply was something I never said in my entire life. You are a whore, Priya. I envy your wanna CD face of bitch like you. Get lost. I don't know who are you since today. That day I didn't do anything. I fought with my mother to leave me alone. I didn't talk to anybody. I never thought my Priya would ever do this to me. My life met a dead end. I didn't study for 5 days after that. I often skipped the dinner with some reason or another. I had forgotten to shave too. I had grown into an animal that just was alive as he was breathing. I wanted to kill that Sanjay the moment I thought about him and Priya. He spoiled the love of my life. I hated him more than anyone. There was pain and only pain inside me. It killed me every moment. A month later, I received a text message from my and Priya's very close friend Rahul. Priya Indraprashan man. She tlksly at you, she misses you a lot. TLK to her INW. I replied, okay. Suddenly I got a message. It was from an unknown number. The number was unknown to my phone but very well known for me. It was Priya's. I had deleted her number after the tragedy. PLZENTTHNKMNE whore. It was a big mistake. I'm Sri. I was still angry and quickly replied, get lost bitch. She sent around 10 messages but deleted them without reading. I hated her but still I loved her. I missed her a lot. Soon she started messaging me regularly. I stopped abusing her too. We were again becoming friends. She told me that she had stopped contacting Sanjay months ago. We once again decided to meet at the skywalk. It was the month of May. There was hot and humid climate all over. Still a small breeze from the nearby mango tree made her curly hairs fly. There were no words between us. I looked at her and said, "Why did you do this? Where did I fall short?" She came near me and said, "You were nowhere short of anything. I was short in my thinking. I made the biggest mistake of my life. I am sorry, my dear. I loved you then and I love you now and I will always love you." I couldn't resist. I took her in my arms as he began to cry. I slowly whispered, "I love you to Shani," and I kissed her lips. It was a time for a new start. I quickly removed her favorite almond dark chocolate from my pocket and fed her, and I said, "It is always you and me." Thank you for watching.